Well, welcome back to the Old Buck Ranch, and today's project is I'm fixing the winch cable on the Hawk. We've been using the winch on the Hawk to pull wood out of this pile where we've been cutting wood, and it works really good. But the other day I got the cable out too far, and I pulled the cable loose from the connector that connects to the spool, and it ripped it out, and there's just no way you can get that back in there to repair it. So what I did was I took my grinder and I used it to cut the end of this off, and I'll show you just a second here, a little bit more of a close-up. I didn't film that because I wasn't really sure if it was going to work, but what I did was I took a diamond tipped cutoff disc that fits on my grinder, and it actually worked really well. I mean, it literally took probably about a minute to cut through all the cable. And what I did was I put tape around the cable around the end so that it wouldn't come unfrayed whenever I cut it. So it worked pretty good as well. Hopefully you can see this. Basically, it cut right through all of this braided cable really nice, which is important because otherwise it would have frayed some more. And you can see here where I had the tape on the end of the cable, and actually the end of it is about that long, and that posed another problem because the width of the cable, or the diameter of the cable, is, after you pull it out of this connector, it's too big to get back in there. So what I did was I took my grinder, just took the edge, and I ground it down into a tapered point, and it worked pretty well also. And I got it tapered down enough to where it would, the connector would fit back on there. And then I took some JB weld and mixed it up and coated the outside of the cable and the inside of the connector, and then just slipped it on there, and it's been drying for about 2 days. It's on there. I mean, it'll come off if you put pressure on it, but the idea is when I go to put it back on the winch, is you just want just enough pressure to get it started so that it starts wrapping back up. And once you get it wrapped up, with a couple of coils, then it'll hold itself and it'll be secure. And I'll just have to be careful not to let it get out so far again next time. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it outside in the barn and put it back on the winch and roll it back up. So you can't really see too much from this view, but this is a power wagon. It comes with a factory installed winch, and I'll get up underneath here in a minute because you can't get the cable in through, well, you slide it through here, but you have to get up under the truck to screw it back in. So that's what we'll do next. I'm just going to slide this in here to the front, give myself a little bit of slack so I can come in from behind it and connect it. Okay, here's the spool, the winch spool, and if you see right here, that's where the little screw goes in that connects the winch cable. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to video this while I'm doing it, but I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, I'm not very sure that this is going to work, so let me just come back in a second. Okay, I got it started. Just had to get the cable twisted the right way in order to get it started. So now it'll just screw right in with this Allen wrench. Okay, I got it on there. It's just got to wind the cable back on. So I got to be careful when I start it not to let it pull too tight. So here we go. Okay, the first thing I want to do is just make sure I take it easy so that I don't pull the cable back out of the connector. So here we go. Well, first I got to connect to the winch again. there you go. It's good to go now, so we can head back out and cut some more firewood.